What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, lead you, and help you in your growth and development as well as in the healing stages of your life. Family, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to face the truth about who we are and why we're here. You know what I mean? And why we do the things we do. Today, we're going to take a look at trauma. I talk a lot about trauma on this channel. Um, because trauma affects us in so many different ways. You know what I mean? You could have gone through some stuff and not even understand that now in your adult life, you're still carrying that trauma from whatever happened to you when you were a baby. You're still carrying that trauma from, man, just being a little kid. And if the truth be told, you could carry trauma that you didn't personally experience, but your mother experienced. You know what I mean? That trauma can be passed down from generation to generation. And this is why it's important. It's essential for us to dive deep into the subconscious thoughts and deep into the root cause of who we are and why we're here. You know what I mean? So that you could get a better understanding of what the fuck is going on. You know, so often information is passed down and you don't even understand where that information is coming from. Your grandmama taught you some stuff, your mama taught you some stuff, and you think, man, because they're passionate about it, because, man, they really mean this stuff, you just think, man, that's just deep wisdom, that's just profound knowledge that they've learned and gained along the way, and you never even understand that that information that they're passing down to you is trauma-based. You know what I mean? It's trauma based, and it's fear, and it's insecurities, and it's a whole bunch of other stuff that you have no idea what it is. Okay? So often we look at young women, and young women are taught, man, get up, get your own job, get your own house, get your own place, and blah, 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 blah. And don't trust a guy, and guys ain't shit. All they want is sex and for you to cook for them and, wash and clean up behind them and that stuff that's been programmed into so many young girls. And the young girls grew up believing that because grandmama told them that, their aunties told them that, their mama told them that, you know what I mean? And all these other people have told them this stuff, never even understanding that that stuff was rooted in trauma. Because the relationship didn't work out with you, between her and her husband, you know what I mean? Or between her and her dude. And so now she's passing this information because she's been traumatized. She's got fucked over. She got dogged the fuck out on multiple occasions. And so now, out of love, she's trying to help her daughter, her granddaughter, and her great-granddaughter. So she's passing down what she believes to be knowledge and wisdom and insight, not even understanding that that's trauma. She's not passing down fucking wisdom. She's passing down knowledge, but that knowledge is rooted in trauma. It's not real shit. It's her experience. It's her experience. It's grandma's experience. It's auntie's experience. It's big mama's experience. It's all these other people's experience. That doesn't mean that's going to be that young girl's experience. But because she's been programmed out of these people's trauma, out of these people's fucked up experiences, she grows up believing that this shit is real. And so now she don't even want to deal with dudes because everybody in her family's been fucked over. All the women in her family's been fucked over. And so her decision to not to want to deal with dudes is based and rooted in fucking fear, based and rooted in this fucking trauma bond. That ain't got shit to do with her. It's not her experience in any way, shape, or form. She's just going by what she, quote unquote, knows. What she's been told. What she's been shown. And because her daddy wasn't in her life, man, there's nothing to counter that bullshit that she was programmed to believe. And so she grows up thinking that guys ain't shit. She grows up thinking that, man, I gotta be independent, I gotta get my own shit and whoop 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 and that shit sounds so fucking wise on the surface. until you get older, until you become middle-aged, and you realize, damn, I fucked off the best years of my life holding on to this fucking trauma. I fucked off the best years of my life believing this bullshit. Pushing guys away. Never believing a guy. And it's not just women that do that. Guys do it too. That's all trauma. Because your mama wasn't shit, your aunties wasn't shit, or they molested you, or they violated you, or they did you dirty, or whatever the case may be. Now you grew up not trusting women. Fuck these bitches. Money over hoes. You know what I mean? Money over bitches and all these other fucking mentalities that we have. Because of trauma. Because we haven't healed some shit. And because our big homies and our uncles and our pappy and everybody else got fucked over by some woman that they love. And so they taking on this mentality, man, fuck these bitches. You can't trust these motherfuckers and da-da-da-da. And all this negative shit towards women. And so they program the young dudes to grow up and believe, man, you can't trust fucking women. Women ain't shit. Because they're fucking trauma. Because they're unhealed shit. And the trip is, they're genuinely honest and sincere about trying to help the next generations and everybody else around them. They don't want you to get hurt like they got hurt. They don't want you to get dogged out like they got dogged out. And so they're trying to give you some information thinking that they're helping you, not even understanding that they're fucking you up. Because the information that they're giving you is trauma-based and not healed information. You know what I mean? You catch that? The information they're giving you is rooted in trauma. And they're genuinely, in their perspective, looking out for you. They're genuinely, in their perspective, trying to help you. And all that they're really doing is passing on their trauma to you. This is why right now in America, especially within the black culture, black women, a lot of them are single, and they're gonna stay single. And don't nobody want to deal with them, except other single black women. And this is not a knock against women. This is just a reality check, something that we have to sit down and be honest about and talk about. So many women have passed down fucking trauma information to other women, and they've eaten that shit up. You don't need a man, and fuck these sorry ass da-da-da, and these motherfuckers ain't shit da-da-da-da-da, and sis, you could do all bad by your motherfucking self and da-da-da-da-da. And so they pass down this fucking trauma. They pass down this sorry ass information, this painful information, and what they've done is they put other sisters in their same fucking predicament. And they thought they were helping them. And all they've done is made more of them single. All they've done is made more of them depressed, more of them frustrated, more of them lonely. And that's all that they're doing. The smoke that you see is from my incense. I don't smoke weed or cigarettes, none of that other shit, vape, none of that shit. You know what I mean? But we got to grow the fuck up. We got to understand, man, if you're sharing information, what information are you sharing and where is that information coming from? Is it coming from a place of being healed, of, man, I've done the work, I know why I felt this way. I understand why I feel this way. I understand why I believe this and went through because I dove deep into the cause of, you know what I mean, of these thoughts and these feelings. Man, I went to the root cause of them and I looked at my family and my ancestral lines and I broke these raggedy ass generational curses of negative toxicity, of negative beliefs and all this other shit. I've broken that shit. I've broken those chains in my life. And so now when I speak, I'm speaking from a place of having done the work. I'm speaking of a place of, man, I've healed myself in regards to these toxic ass fucking belief systems. So when you share your story, are you sharing your story from a place of, man, you're still fucking hurt? You ain't been fucking healed. And so all you're doing is perpetuating the fucking pain onto others. Or when you share your story, your experiences, are you sharing them from a place of, man, I've done the work, I've healed, I want you to be able to be healed, I want you to be able to be the best version of you. And so the information I give you, I give it and I share it from a place of, man, I know the pain and the loneliness and the frustration and the hurt of having to dive deep and look at this shit for what it really is. So now I can see that, okay, man, I'm sharing some real shit. I'm sharing some life-changing shit that's truly going to help others heal. You look on social media, there's information everywhere. So many people have platforms and they're talking about whoop de whoop de whoop, and a lot of it, the great majority of it, is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's fucking trauma based. It has nothing to do with fucking healing. You're perpetuating fucking myths and lies and bullshit and pain and suffering. And so many of we think, oh, well, I've healed and da-da-da. And no, you really haven't healed. You haven't healed. And the truth is that pain is turned to bitterness. That pain has been calloused. You know what I mean? You got a scar there, a callous scar. You know what I mean? You got something there that really don't belong there. And so the pain is covered up as mask with your pretty face. The pain is covered up in mask with the fact that you got money coming in now. The pain is covered up in mask with the fact that you have a platform, you have people that listen to you, and you're just sharing all this stuff, and it's really coming from a place of hurt. It's really coming from a place of, man, being unhealed. And people are eating that shit up. Because the truth, they resonate with that fucking pain. They resonate with that fucking trauma. And that's why we're so fucking divisive. That's why the guys and women are so divided when it comes to relationships. Because people haven't healed. They talk like they've healed. They say they've healed. But the truth is they haven't healed. Man, we got to grow up. I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, or to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Thank you for rocking out with me. Happy healing. Peace.